Now we will implement the client dashboard. So we implement a left menu, a flow for them to see the projects and all those things, right? So I'll go back to my client dashboard. As of now, we have just added a simple header so that we know after login they're landing on this page. Now let's design this page, right? So I'll remove these things probably later, but for now I'll just keep it. Okay, so now we need a sidebar, we need a top bar, and we need several left menu options. So let's do it. Right? For sidebar, we are going to have several needing the same sidebar at different pages. So it's always better to build it using snippets so that you don't have to redo it again and again. So let me show how it can be done. So I'll go to the snippet and say a snippet for client sidebar. And I'm creating a snippet. We are not creating model, custom segment. All these are different use cases. So the snippets are something which you build one and reuse it again and again. Okay, so this is it. I'll go to my components and we have some pre-layouts where there are like some nice sidebars. So I can just drag and drop. Okay. So let's say I want to use a sidebar, something like this. So I can just drag and drop. Okay. With 100%. Okay. This is coming inside a container. We don't need container. So I can go to my layer manager and just remove it from the container. I just need the sidebar. I just keep it here, remove the container. So some sidebar is here. There's a fixed length. I need to change it. So width is fine, height is auto. I'll say 100% of viewport height. Okay. So I have done 100 VH, or let's say 98 VH. So basically, 100% height of the viewport. Okay. And I'll say dashboard. So here the options are dashboard, which is fine. Home, we don't need it, or let's say change. Let's say remove this home. We need dashboard. Let's say we need, let's say projects. Okay, let's say let's remove it. Let's say profile, because we only need 2-3 options. And we need a logout button. So logout, probably some options are here. We are not going to use it. So I'll just duplicate this and then create a logout. These extra options are there if you want to build some nice fancy something like this, but for now we don't need it. So I'll just remove it. Okay. So a sidebar is here. Similarly, let's create a top bar. Or let's not create top bar. We'll just work with sidebar. So I think this is good enough sidebar. And I link this dashboard page to client dashboard because this is going to client page. So I'll say client dashboard. So every page, wherever this nav bar, the sidebar is, you click on client dashboard, it will take you to the dashboard page. We will create more pages and then we'll come back here. In the logout, I think we can link the logout event, right? So these two I know. So we have already done it. These two will implement once we add the feature. So now let's go to client dashboard. Let's build a 2-column layout. So I'll go and say a 2-column layout. So either we can keep everything center aligned or we can make it full width. So for this project, let's keep it center aligned. Okay, so I'll say this one is for my sidebar and this is for the content, right? There are a couple of layers. So container is something which we need. Everything else we can remove. And this heading also we'll remove. Okay, I think let's remove this heading. Okay. So now here we drop the sidebar and here everything else. So now I go to the components and find the snippet. So I think a snippet is here. Just drag and drop. Which snippet? I'll say client sidebar. So the sidebar is here. You can see there is some margin padding that we can remove from dimensions. So there is some padding towards the left, right. You can make it 0 so that your sidebar takes the whole width. By default, our sidebar is 280 some width, so we have either we can reduce it because you see this is overlap. This is coming because of that fixed width. So let's go and fix this. So this is some minimum width which we have given. So I think we can just remove it. Dimension width, I'll say auto. Okay. Let's see, and then we'll come back. So now it is taking the width of the container in which it is placed, which is exactly what we want to do, right? So this is dashboard. Now let's display some stats bar here, right? What exactly they want to see. So let's go and see if there's a component to do this. But let's use this one. So this looks a bit doable. So it has three boxes, one, two, three. We can use this, right? So I can remove this. Maybe let's see if it has some margin on the top. Okay, so this is it. The maximum width, height, auto, all this is fine. So I'll use these three, right? So here I'll say we have created projects and we have given name like item available. And here we have completed project, hiring or hired. This is completed projects. Okay. This we don't need, so I'll just remove it. And we need to put some number here, right? So let's see how we can do that. Let's try to put some heading. Let's say it's 3. I just want to see how this looks like because I'm just trying my hands in designing, which I should not, at least not in this video. But let's see. Okay. So here this is how it is looking. So we will bring this dynamically. So I'm just drag and drop. Okay. So these, as of now, these are static. Okay, we'll make them dynamic. These are links, so we can basically take them to link page. So this is what they will see. Now let's project is here. Let's create a button for them to create new projects. Okay, before that, let's build the project creation flow, right? So I'll go and create a page. Okay, projects. Okay, let's client projects. So this is also same, only the person with client admin role and person with team member role should be able to access. And let's say I don't want to design it from scratch again. So I can say copy from existing page. Which page? Let's say client dashboard. So this way my new page got created, but from this particular page which we are copying, right? So that we don't have to design from scratch. So this is it. So I'll remove this section because it's not needed now. And this is the project page. Right here I am going to display my list of projects. So again, I want all the projects to be displayed, but let's display in the form of some cards and give a button to create a new project. So I'll go to my component. I'll drop one column layout first. And let's see here, let's add a button, a link to create project. Okay. We call it create project. As of now, this will not do anything. Instead of creating project, I'll say post a project. Can make this button bigger and maybe make it right aligned. In the typography, I'll say align towards the right. Right, now here I want to display all my projects. So I'll again go and drop another section. Let's say this time a one column layout. Let's use our card component. So I'll go and choose card. Okay, so cards are here. We can just use whatever card we like. So we have like several design of cards for projects. So let's use this one. Okay, so it is something like this. So now I want to display all my projects, right? And this is the card photo. I don't need it. I'll just remove it. And this button will change it to go to project. Okay, this is the project title and all those things, right? And this is my project card. Let me add some border. Okay, I'll say border 1 pixel. Solid. Blue is fine. Okay. and then border on top. I think it's border on all sides. It's created, right? So this is my project card. Then we'll display all the projects here. So now we want to display these projects repetitively. So we need a data group. So I go to the components and look for a data group. So basically, we want the project to get displayed inside a group so that it displays for each project, right? So I'll say which data group, get data from collection, which collection, a project collection, and then the filter. Which filter? I'll say all items created by current login user. We don't need it. All item of current tenant, right? Basically, current client. So this is the default card. So I don't need filter. For now, I'll remove it. This is the default card. So I remove the default card and I'll put the card which I have created, right? So I just put the card here and remove the default card created by this. So this will show me all my projects. I can show all the projects, load more. This is a pagination, whether needed or not. Okay, and this is fine. So now a list of pages also created, list of projects also created. Now let's go and create a flow to post a new project. Okay, so I'll go here and add a page, post a project. Again, I want only client admin and client team member to access this page. And here I want to copy from existing page, and which page? Maybe either client dashboard or this one. So let's copy it from client dashboard. That's all. Create. So now we have added a page to this display list of projects. Now we are creating a project post page, and then we'll create a project details page where we will see the project and the freelancers was applied for the project. I don't need this section. I'll just remove it. Okay, here I'll drop a heading which say post a project. That's all. After that, I need a form. So I can drop a collection form directly, or I can drop a collection form after within the data group. Not within the data group, but in a section. So this is it: title, description, price, start date, offers. This will come, it's not come here. In the project status, this we want to, by default, let's say we want to send to some status. So we'll manage it with constructor. Okay, I'll remove this button, submit button. I'll apply the bootstrap classes, use bootstrap UI framework. So we can use all the bootstrap classes. And I'll say, instead of submit, I'll call it post a project. Okay, that's all. So start date, price, description. If you want to remove, reduce the size of the column, all those things can be done. Okay. So this is fine. Now let's link it to a project list page and link all these pages to this project sidebar. So let's go and create an event so that this data gets saved. Okay, I'll say add an event, post or project, create. What we want to do when this gets submitted, go to the collection and save data. In which collection? Project collection. Constructor, leave it for now. Only logged in user can do it. Let's say project posted successfully. Unable to post project. After that, we want to redirect the user to the project list page, right, which is client projects. That's all. I go back to my post a project page and bind this event, right, so that when the form gets submitted, the data gets saved. So I choose a collection. This is it, and I'll say post a project. That's all. Now let's go to snippet and bind this project, right? So this way, all the pages wherever we have used this snippet, they will take me to this particular page. In the projects, in the link, I'll say take me to client projects page. So this is also fine. Now on client projects page, we need to bind the button for create a post a project to a post a project page. So this one will go to post a project page. And here, when they are coming after the project, you want to display the name of the project. So I'll say get data from project collection. So let's say I want to display the title of the project, which is fine. I want this to be left aligned. So in typography, I'll say left aligned. This is the description of the project. So same thing, get data from collection, which is the description of the project. Okay, this is also to be left aligned. Fine. And here goes someone will change it to uh, so view details. And this is for more projects. Now let's go and log in with a client. Okay. So I go back to my landing page. Let's run this flow. So start hiring, explore job, we already done. Let's go and log in. Now log in with the client. So I'll say client1@email.com. Log in. This should take me to the client dashboard, right? As of now, I'm seeing this messed up because maybe of the UI which we have created. We are not an expert in design. So let me go to client dashboard. I'll just remove these. Okay. Let's see something happens. Or maybe put some margin on the top. Let's try. It's the margin of 15 pixel. Should help. Let's see. Looks much better. Make it to 20. Maybe a bit towards the left. Let's say 10. I don't know. I'm just trying. Yes, looks a bit better. So I'll add the same to everything else. Margin 20, left 10. Same thing here. 20, left 10. And we'll come back and fix this by creating filters. So first of all, let's go to projects. It's taking me to the project list page. As of now, there is no project which we have created. So I'll go and create a project. And I'll say post a project. So we have already linked this form to an event. So this will go just create a project and take me back to the projects list page. So I'll say post project posted successfully, and I am on a project list page. And here I am seeing my project, right? So this basically complete a very basic flow where a client can come, log in, create a project, and then they can see freelancers who applied for the project and all those things, right? So let's go to and check in the database. If you see, if we are going to post a project, we are not asking for which client this project is getting posted because this is a multi-tenant application, so it takes the clients directly, right, from the person who is logged in, right? So here the project got posted, and this is the project ID. Okay, now let's display project ID, and you see there is no project status coming. So I want project to be available with a status when they get configured, right? Or a project gets created, I want some default status. So let's go and create a constructor. So constructor are something which help you to define a value to basically a fixed value when you don't want that value to be coming from user, a fixed input. So let's say title will come from user. We only need status. So I'll say by default make it available. Okay, that's all. We can set other fields, but I don't want to set other fields. So this is one thing. And then the status, right? Sorry, the ID. So what I'll do, I'll go to my event, in post my project, instead of save data, instead of this constructor, I will choose the default which we have created. So when a new project gets created, it takes the values from this particular constructor. So this is one thing. Second thing, when I am displaying my projects, I want to display that ID of the project. So title, description is fine. Maybe let's add ID. So here in the field, I'll choose the project ID. Okay, maybe if you want to display status, we can display status as well. So I'll say project status. We can also show status on the basis of color. So that is some other feature which we'll cover in some other video. Project status. right? Now if I go and see this page, I should see a few more fields, right? ID, project ID is here, this is here, this is here. Status is not here because there was no status. So let's post another project. Post a project. So here you see I'm not giving client and I'm not giving status, I'm not giving project ID. All those things will get assigned automatically on the basis of what they are. So status will come from constructor, client will automatically come from who the logged in client is, and the ID will get auto generated on the basis of project, right? So this time let's go and see some. Here the status is available, some description, and ID is different. Now let's log in with some other client, right? So we have a few more clients. So let's log in with some other client and see how this works. So I go to login. This time I log in from client 2. So this is another account. This client has not posted anything. So probably for them it should be blank, right? So nothing is coming up. So I'll say post a project. Post a project. So this project is going in client 2. The other projects which we posted went in client 1. Each one is seeing their data. Each one is posting the project. IDs auto increment, so it will basically keep on changing on the basis of number of projects which are getting posted in the system. But everyone will see what they should be seeing. So this is a basic concept of a multi-tenant SaaS application, right? Now let's go and see in the database. So we have LLM, all these things. But here you offer obviously 0 offers, status available. Client is not showing up, but here it is client 1. But if you see, this is some different client. This is, so basically this shows the number of clients, right? So I think because we have configured, not number of clients, basically the client, which client ID it is, I think we were displaying. Okay, so the client, who the client is. Okay, so this completes the basic flow where a client can post project, see the projects that they posted. We can implement the delete project functionality. We can implement the edit project functionality. So all those things we can leave for later. Okay, now let's implement the freelancer flow where freelancer should be able to log in, should be able to see these projects and then submit an offer. Then we'll come back to the client where client can see those offer and maybe accept or reject freelancers. Okay. Now let's implement the freelancer side. So we freelancers should be able to log in. They should be able to see all the available projects, and then they should be able to bid on the projects. Then we'll come on the client side where client should be able to see all the freelancers who have submitted the offers, and then basically accept, reject offer, and then mark, change the status of a project and all those things, right? So let's go back. So here let's implement the freelancer dashboard. As of now, we have not done anything for the freelancer. So let's go and implement the freelancer dashboard. Before that, let's first create a sidebar for freelancers. So same thing, like we have created a sidebar for client. Let's go and create a sidebar for freelancer. Okay, same thing, we go to the component. Basically, we go from here, pre-built component, and we'll drop the sidebar. So we have used this particular sidebar, so let's drop it. Okay, container we don't need, so I'll just move this sidebar outside of the container. Then make, I don't need this option, so I'll just remove this box and make this 100% width, or let's say 98 of viewport height VH. So home we don't need, I'll just remove this. Dashboards, freelancer dashboard. Here I'll say, let's say projects, the projects which are available. Okay, this don't have an icon, so I'll just remove this. Here we'll say offers, the offers which this freelancer has submitted. Okay, and one more option which is logout, right? So this is it. Now I'll link logout to logout event. So I'll go to the event, I'll choose logout. This is fine. Dashboard, I link to a dashboard of freelancer, which is freelancer dashboard. This is fine, right? And let's create the pages for projects and offers. So first we'll create a page for projects in a list of offers. Before that, let's implement the freelancer dashboard. So I'll go to the freelancer dashboard and just drop this sidebar so that when freelancer log in, they see this sidebar. This I'll remove, I don't need. Okay, I go here, drop a two column layout like we did in for client. I remove this section, move this container towards the top, decrease the width, increase the width here, and drop the snippet component. So in the component, I'll go and snippet. This time in the snippet, I'll choose freelancer sidebar. Right, so this is here. There is some margin. Okay, so we have made it bigger. I think we need to reduce the width. So make it like this, like we have done for client. This one we'll just increase. Now there's some padding here, you can see there's some difference between this gap. So we'll remove this padding from the column. Okay, so I go to dimension, remove this extra padding, make it 0. So this is fine. Now for this sidebar, let's fix its width, right? By default, I think there's some minimum width which is applied. So I can just go and remove it from the snippet. So this is sidebar here in the dimension. I remember there was a width, so I'll just make it auto. Okay, so basically it takes the width of the parent container. Here it's full page, but when it gets applied to the page, it will only take the width of the column in which that particular sidebar is. So like this. This is good. Dashboard, logout, all this is fine. Now let's show some stats here, and uh, let's show some pre-built layout. Let's display something like this. So I've just added some design. I'll just remove it. Okay. Something like this. Okay. And I'll say a big button on the center like this. One column layout. In the component, I'll put a button or a link which take me to freelancer projects page that we'll build in a while, and then say browse. Okay, make it a bit bigger, and then move it towards the left, towards the center. That's all. Okay, so this is a dashboard, a simple dashboard for freelancer. Now let's go and create a page. Now this page only freelancer should be able to see, so that's why I'm saying freelancer role, and I don't want to design from scratch, so I'll say copy from freelancer dashboard. So whatever is there on the page, we'll see the same thing there. Now here I want to show projects to freelancer which are in available state, right? So I just remove these things which are not needed. Okay, so this is a column. So now let's go and create couple of filters in project collection. First of all, to show the projects which are available to the freelancer, plus the count of projects which are open, which are hired, not hired, for the statuses of the client, like which we have to do in some other thing, which we have to do in the client dashboard. So I'll go to the project. In the configuration, we go to the filters and say all open projects. Here we are saying all projects which are open irrespective of client. So I'll say find all matching data, add condition. I'll just show me the project where project status in list, and what is the status? Available, right? Show me all the projects which are available. Add this condition, and then I save this and then create filter. So all open projects. Okay. Now I can create some count filters which we will use later to display the count of open projects, closed projects, hired projects for a client. Client hired projects count. Okay. This time I am saying count. I'm not saying find all item. I'm saying count in the condition where project status is hired and client is equals current logged in user client ID. Basically, we are comparing ID, that whoever the client ID in this particular project should be equal to the logged in user's client ID. Save. And then I'll say create filter. Okay, similarly, we say what were the other statuses? Hired, available projects count. Same thing, count filter, condition where project status in list available. Save, and then another condition and client current logged in user ID. Right. Third filter is client completed projects count. Same thing, count, condition, project status, in list, completed, another condition, and client equals logged in user tenant ID. Okay. So these are the filters which we have created. All open projects, you want to show all closed projects or hired projects for which someone is hired. So those all can be shown, right? So this is fine. Let's go to freelancer projects page and display the list of projects which are currently hiring or which are available to place an offer. Okay. So here I'll just drop it. All available projects. I'll add some padding at the top. Instead of padding, let's add margin. Some to the bottom. You can make it center line. Okay. Maybe make it bold. Not looking good, make it normal. Okay. Now let's display all the list of projects which are available. Right. So drop a container, 100% width, and in this let's drop a data group. Component data group. So we will basically show them all the projects which are available for hire. So I'll say which collection project and which filter, all open projects, right? So this is important, that which filter you want to apply, and they can filter on the basis of some date, all these things, but for now we don't need it. So I'll just remove it. And now let's display all the projects. This time let's display the projects in the form of cards, right? But maybe multiple cards at a time, right? So I'll say cards component, just drop this component inside the data group. Let's say instead of this card, now I want to display projects in this card. You can also sort them on the basis of some whatever condition you want. So here, let's add. Let's display the title of the project, which is title. Display the description of the project, which is some description. Here, let's say display the price of the project, right? Because freelancers are much more interested that what is the price, right? So this is fine. We can display more things. We can apply fancy colors and all those things. Okay, now let's add one more button to apply or view details of the project. Let's first see how this looks like. So I go here, I log out and log in as a freelancer. I don't think we have linked this button, but okay, these both are not linked. So first go and let's link them. So let's go to freelancer dashboard page. We link that browse projects button. This should take me to the freelancer projects page, right? Do the snippet and link the projects button here also. Take me to the freelancers project page. Now let's go and reload. So if I go to browse projects, I will be able to see all the open projects and okay. So these are the two projects. Why the third one is not coming? Because the status is not available, right? Because you remember when we created the project, we didn't give that status. Let's change the status to available, update, and then reload the space. Now they should see three projects. So that means the filter is working fine. Let's change the status of some one project from available to, let's say, hired. Now they should not see this particular project, which is Java LLM. So this should not show up, right? Nice. So they are only seeing these cards, right? So this way they are able to see the projects which they can apply. Now let's implement the apply functionality. So we'll add an apply button. They will see the details of the project and they should be able to submit an offer. I come back again. Let's create a page. I'll call it project details. This is for freelancer. So let's say it's a freelancer project details. Only freelancer role should be able to access, and I don't want to create from scratch. So I'll say just copy from freelancer projects page. Okay. So this is the details page of the project. So I don't need any data group here. Okay. And here probably let's display the name of the project. But before that, since this is a details page, we will need to bind the collection, that from which collection the data will come on this page. So I'll go to the settings, I'll choose a collection. Which collection? Project collection. So this will allow us to use all the fields of the project collection on the page, right? I'll say update. Now I'll reload the page. Now in the heading, I will display the title of the page. So I'll say get value from project, because now we can access project, all the variables. So I can just display anything. So I'll say display the title of the project. So it is here. It's going to be center line, but I can change it to left align. This is fine. Now below that, let's display the description of the project. You can basically design this as you want. I'm just making it simple. Okay, so let's display the description. So I'll say description. Okay, it is going on the top. Okay, maybe because of some CSS, it is going towards the top. What I'll do, I'll just go drop a section and basically build multiple columns. So this is much easier when you have more control that where exactly you want to display what, right? So a section is here, container is here, row column is here. So I'll just put it on the within the second column. Okay, this is here. It has one row, one column. I'll make it two column. In one column, I'll put my heading. In another column, I'll put my paragraph. So this way I have much more granular control that where exactly I want to display what. and maybe we'll have one more column where we will put the form of the offer. So that is something which we'll cover in a while. Okay. So now project description, maybe let's put price. So I'll have one more column. I'll just display price. Inner, I'll say the price. If you want to display project ID, you want to display several things, you can basically create those many columns. So let's say I just duplicate price, and here let's display project ID. Maybe I want to display status of the project. Let's add some padding first. Top, which is margin top 10 pixels, so it's bit centered. This is also 10 pixel bit centered. Okay, price, maybe I want to make it a different color. Yeah, blue color, maybe different font, bit bold. So all these things you can apply, right? Now let's go to the project list page and link this page, right? So I go to freelancer project list page and link this page so that when they come on the project detail page, they should be able to see the details of the project and at the same time should be able to apply on the project, right? So I just duplicate this. I don't need this price, so I can remove. Let's go and put a link component, right? Link will take them to project details page, and this time we will have to take ID, right? So we are saying from the data group take the ID of the project, so when they go to a specific project page, we know which project page they are going, right? And this we have just placed link without any alignment, so I just make it bit small. Okay, I call it view details. Let's see if there's a button for to view details. The button is here. Want to make it small button. Changing the design a bit. So this is it, right? Now if I go here, I will see the details of this project. If I go here, I'll see the details of this project. So let's go here, click view details. So it's hire another AI engineer. And this is it showing me some details. Price, you can obviously format it in currency. You can display it in whatever layout you want. Okay, now let's build a form here. We say make an offer, right? And this will create an object of the offer. So now let's go to the project details page and build the offer functionality. I want to make an offer. What we'll do, we'll go and drop another section, maybe a one column layout like this. Okay, so it is also coming on the top. Okay. Let's see if there's a column. So there's a column. I'll duplicate this. Column is here. I'll make it 100% width. Remove this price. Here I'll drop this collection form. So this basically I want to submit a form from the details page. So which form? Offer form, right? So it has given me an offer form. Even we will create in a while. First, let's fix this. Okay. So the very first thing it is saying offer form. So I'll say make an offer. Okay. Maybe just add some padding margin towards the top so that it's get shifted towards bid. Okay, now let me add some border to this. I'll say border of 1 pixel, solid, I don't know, maybe a blue color, and maybe make a radius of 10 pixel so that it becomes a bit rounded. 20 pixel. Okay, cancel, I don't need. I can just remove this, submit, change it to bootstrap. So I'll say btn, let's say btn primary, another is large. Okay, and change this to submit offer. So this looks good. Make an offer, make it center line. In the typography, make it center line. Okay, description, I'll say offer description of your post price. Okay, and it is asking project. Why it is asking? Because it is asking that for which project this offer is, right? So we will not ask the project from the freelancer because they're already on the project details page. So I will say just pick the value from the details page, from the project collection, and hide it. So we will hide it. We will not show them. We will change this from text to hidden. But before that, I'll say get value from project, and which value? ID. We want to submit the ID of the project. Okay, we will show you how this looks like, and then we'll hide it. Okay, so now I go to this details page and I'll reload. So I should be able to see a offer window, right? That this is exactly what I want to make an offer for this project. Okay, this somehow is looking nice, I don't know. So this is the ID. You see, this is the ID of this particular project. If this ID is to 8 to EA, if we go to some other project, this ID should change. Here you see it's 99D2 because this is the ID of some other project. Now we need to submit this for them to make an offer. So now let's implement the event. So I go to an event, add an event, make a offer or make an offer. Okay, so this is an event. Now what I want to do here, I just want to basically go to the collection and just save data. In which collection? In the offer collection. Constructor, all these things is fine. Offer made successfully, error. Okay, so this will just save the data. After that, probably we take them to the project list page. Ideally we should take them to offer list page, but we have not yet created offer list page, so we'll take them to project list page. So I'll go to the navigation and also take them to freelancer projects, right? So basically they go back to the projects list page. Now I come back to the page and bind this event. So in the collection form, I need to bind this event. So make an offer. Okay, this is fine. Now let's go here and make an offer. So I'm making an offer for this project. Okay, and this we have to hide. So let's first hide it. Column, I can apply class d none, display none, which is, or basically I'll say display none, or I can make that field hidden. So anything I can do. This is fine. Offer description, hi, I am the best developer for AI. My proposal, the project is 12,000. I am proposing, let's say 11,500. Okay, a competitive offer, and I'll just say submit. Should make an offer made successfully, and directing me to the project list page. Right, now let's go and implement this offer page. Before that, let's go and see if the offer actually got created. So if I go to offer collection, the offer should be here. one offer, obviously no client, the price, this is the project, this is created. So you see it is showing me project because it has taken the project from the hidden field. If I go to the project details page from the client, I will be able to see this. So that is something which we'll cover in a while, right? Now let's implement the offers list page for freelancers so that they can see the offer. I'll say freelancer offer offers. Okay. Only freelancer should be able to see. Let's copy from some existing page. Let's say from freelancer projects page, right? I don't want to create from scratch. So here, let's show them all offers they have made. Okay, made by you. So here, instead of project collection, I'll change it to offers collection. Offer. In which offer? All offer of current user. Basically, all the offer which this particular freelancer has made, right? Current user. Now we are not talking about tenant because offer has nothing to do with tenant. Tenant is more around projects and client, right? Offer are specific to a project. So I'm saying show me all the offer which this person has made, and then we can show the, let's say, detail of the project. Right now we are at offer collection, so we need to go from offer to project. So here we need to go to reference fields. We are saying in the project display the name of the project, which is title. Here the description of the offer, let's say, so we'll just choose description, the price. Okay, so this is the price of the offer. You can give name, so we can say price of the offer. Okay, and let's say instead of view details, I'll say project details. Now we want to go to project details, that for which project this offer was made. So it is still freelancer project detail, but here instead of ID, we will say project ID, because we are not going to the ID of the offer. We are not going to the offers detail page. We are going to project details page, right? So it's project title, description of the offer, but project details, right? So, and then link this page to offers page. So I'll go to my snippet and then link this offer. The offer details page, I'll say, sorry, in the offers, I'll say offer list of offers, right? So now this should get linked. So here, this is all available projects and the offers which I have made. You can go and see all offers made by you. So here, hi, hiring an AI engineer. This was the title of the project. This is what I submitted as an offer, and this is my price. And if I want to go to the project details, I should be able to go back to see the details page, right? Anyway, we can apply check. Okay, so freelancer project details, project ID. Okay, I think it is still bringing the offer ID, so that we have to check. This ID. Let's change the color. Okay, so now let's reload this. It should take me to the project details page. Basically, the thing didn't got saved. So let's go. Yes. So I'm at the project detail. Maybe I want to submit a counter offer. Okay, reduce the price again. Okay, submit one more offer. And I can also show to this freelancer that how many offers they have submitted for this particular project. Let's say if I want to show, I can actually show them, right? But let's go to the client and then display the offers which this freelancer has submitted. So here, this freelancer submitted these offers. I can show IDs that, okay, for which particular project they have submitted this offer. But now let's go to the client and show them that what all offer they received from freelancers. Log in as client. So I'll log out. So freelancer part is done. They can see all the projects and they can make an offer to the project. So let's first fix these numbers. Then we'll come to projects and fix the project part. So I'll go to client dashboard. So here instead of 3, I want to display the dynamic number. You remember we created this content. So I'm saying get content from filters, which filter, project, and which filter. This is available. So available. So these are the count filters which we have created. Okay, so it is showing some default value. Change it to 0. Okay. Same thing here. We'll go to the settings. We'll say get content from filters, from project, and hired. Okay. Default value to 0. Same thing here. Completed projects. Go to the setting, get value from filter, which filter from project in count of completed projects. 0. Right. So now instead of 333, it should show me something else. Only the count of projects from this client. So available projects too. So this client has published 2 projects, both of them are available status, hired 0, completed 0. Okay, now let's go to the projects. In the project, we want to implement a project details page and want to see the offers, right? So let's go and build a page. So I'll say client project details. Same thing from existing page. I want to maybe copy it from client projects page, and only client admin and client team member should be able to see this. So this is the details page for a project, right? So we don't need a data group. We will just remove this. We don't need post a project button. We will remove this, or let's say we can change it to all projects page, back to projects. So I'll say client projects. Okay, no ID, nothing. I'll say back to projects. Now here we want to display the list of basically the details of the project and the offers on the project. So I'll just quickly build some layout. Let's build a one column layout. So here we have one column. I'll duplicate, sorry, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, 5 column, like this. Okay. Now I'll use these columns for different heading. In the component, in the very first column, I want to display the title of the project. Before that, let's go and bind the project collection to this page so that we can use the fields of the project. So I go to this page. In the settings, I bind a collection project because I want to use all the fields of the project collection. So we are making it a details page. I'll reload. Sometimes you have to reload so that the changes has to get reflected. Here I'll say get content from project. So we are now seeing this option, which previously we were not seeing, and the title of the project, which is fine. Here let's display something else. I'll use some small heading. Maybe instead of 1, I'll say 2, or maybe 4. Let's display the description. In the project, I'll say description, which is fine. Now here let's display price. Same thing, 5, maybe smaller. From project, I want to display the price. Okay, so just building a basic details page. Now here let's display the offers, right? So I'll go and drop a heading here. So all offers. Maybe we'll change the text to, so I'll say all offers. I'll make a margin of 25 pixels to the top. Okay, and maybe let's say 50 pixels. Okay, move it towards the center. And maybe I'll just give it a background color, right? That decoration, some background color like this. All offers. Okay. Now let's display all the offers which are part of this particular project. So now we need a data group because we need either data group or data table. So let's use data group because we need to display the list of offers. So here I get data from project field, right? because I am on a project, and I can bring all the offers of the project because there's a parent-child relationship between project and offers, right? So I'll say offers. Can you see? I'm able to get this field, right? And I'll remove this filter we don't need. Now this is a card which will display all the offers. I can remove this, right? So this way, basically from a project details page, I can access offers because offers are children of project. It's a parent-child relationship. If it is something else, I would have to create a different filter that find by ID or something, which we'll cover in some other video. Right? I don't need any details of the offer. Maybe we can link this to freelancer profile, but for now I don't need it. Okay, so I can just say these are the offers and these are the cards. Okay, so I'll say the from offer collection, I want to display the list of the description of the offer, maybe the price. Okay, and here maybe the name of the freelancer, the email of the freelancer who sent it, right? So description, price we've already covered, client is not there, so we'll say created by username, right? Or maybe the email. Obviously we should not be displaying email, but we don't have any other option. Or let's display name, right? So the name of the freelancer. In fact, we have not added the name during the sign up process, so name will not be there, but let's go and manually add the name to this freelancer so that they will be able to see the name, right? So here freelancer one, I just given name, right? Full name is here, freelancer one. So this will get displayed. So this is the offer collection. Okay, now let's go and link this details page from the projects page in the freelancers client side. So which was client projects. Now let's link this page so that when they are here, when they click view detail, they should be able to see the project details and the offers which are coming on the project, right? So this is a button. We don't need button, we need a link. Otherwise we'll have to go and create an event. So just go and drop a link just next to this. I'll remove this button. So view offers. Okay, now I go to the settings. I'll say take me to client project details page. Take the ID of the project from the current card where we are, right? And this is it. So I reload the page. Now I should be able to see the details of the project and the offers which are on the project. So I'll say view offer to hire any agent. These are the two offers which we received. See, these are the freelancer one who has submitted these offers. Let's go here, view offers. This project didn't have any offers, so I don't think we'll see anything. No offers. Right, and this is back to projects. So a freelancer can apply to projects, give them offer, and a client can post more projects. After that, we can add a status to change the status of the project, to like close the project, make an offer, counter offer. So a lot of things can be done. So this is a very basic understanding that how you create a multi-tenant application, how you create collections, how you create a sign-up flow, how you create tenants, how you submit the form, and how do you data group, data tables, how to do a parent-child relationship. So a very basic understanding how Trapcode works and how you build a full-fledged application on Trapcode. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye-bye.